From incredibly fast travel to cheaper villager trades, this is all of the Minecraft hacks that the pros use. Firstly, did you know that just by adding the fortune enchant to your hoe, you can increase the drop rate of your crops without any extra effort? And the best part is, breaking blocks doesn't use your hoe's durability, so you get a lot more reward. Having trouble with creepers? Simply placing a solid block between you and the creeper can absorb the majority of the explosion damage. This also worked without armor, potentially saving you a lot of time trying to recover items. Some builds may require significant amounts of cobblestone, and a lot of the time this can take a while to mine. Instead, create a cobblestone farm like so, then begin mining. If you now press F3 and T to reload your textures, you'll notice that the input from your mining remains, meaning you can leave your character there mining while you're AFK. Now, inventory space is important, and if you like to use potions quite a lot, you'll be aware that they don't stack. However, if you were to use tipped arrows instead and simply shoot up so the arrow hits you, you can save a lot of inventory space since they stack up to 64. Sure, they may cause damage, but with the space you'll save by doing this, it's very much worth it. During early game, fuel for your furnace may be a valuable resource that you don't want to waste, so don't. Instead, craft a flint and steel, then when you go to kill animals for food, light the ground below you first and they'll drop the already cooked food, preparing for the wither fight. Try spawning it horizontally under the end portal. This will trap it just below the bedrock and make the battle much easier and less destructive. Just make sure you still bring your strong weapons. Now, if you've been playing the game for a while, you may remember the absolute banger that is don't mine at night. However, this isn't exactly the best advice. Due to the fact that the default mob cap is 70 and they need a low light level to spawn, at night more mobs will spawn on the surface, meaning there's going to be less of them in caves, making it safer, so really it should be called do mine at night. The next trick is more of just an ignored feature, but if you've died and can't remember or don't know the location of your death, by crafting a recovery compass, which was added in one of the latest updates, it'll point you directly to your death location, making it a lot easier to find your lost items. Most survival worlds will likely have a form of mob farming. Adding dripstone at the bottom of your mob farm will increase the fall damage, meaning you can get quicker mob kills without needing to pull a huge drop for them to fall. If you've ever tried to move mobs, such as villagers, across long distances, you may have had quite a struggle doing so by just using a boat. But did you know that you can leash a boat that has a mob in it, making transporting them a lot easier? And the best part is, the boat negates all fall damage, so you can fly with an elytra while you have the boat leashed to make the travel even quicker. Snowy biomes might seem harmless, but powdered snow can quickly trap you. And since it blends in so well with normal snow, you may feel as though there's no way to combat it. However, by simply equipping a pair of leather boots, it'll prevent you from sinking down. Speaking of treacherous terrain, water caves are full of valuable resources. If you're looking for diamonds, you're much better looking in water caves. Not only are they safer due to the lack of hostile mobs, but they also have a lot more exposed diamonds than normal caves. And although staying underwater for a long time can be dangerous, bringing a door with you and placing it down in the cave will create an instant air pocket, as they're one of the few non-solid blocks in the game that don't get waterlogged, allowing you to get your breath back. And if you want to stay submerged for longer, a respiration helmet is a must-have. Now, the toughest challenge in the game is likely trying to defeat the Warden. Although it doesn't drop anything particularly useful, you may still want to give it a go. So, by towering up 26 blocks or more in the ancient city and simply shooting at it with a bow, you'll be able to easily kill the Warden. Let's shift to something slightly more rewarding. By letting a zombie infect a villager and then curing the villager, you can lower item trade prices significantly, saving you a lot of emeralds over time and making trading much more efficient. Survival isn't just about exploration though, it's about sustainability and smart strategies. For example, if you're looking for a reliable fuel source, lava dripstone farms provide an infinite supply of lava buckets, which are the most efficient item in the game for furnace fuel, smelting 100 items per bucket. Now, while you're out exploring, don't forget about hidden dangers. Desert pyramids, for instance, contain a pressure plate which, if stepped on accidentally or by a rogue mob, will trigger a large TNT explosion. If you're quick enough though, you can defuse this. Simply break both the pressure plate and the block below it and put down a water bucket, submerging the TNT. This will remove any block damage the TNT may have otherwise caused. Unexpected falls can be a nightmare, especially if playing on hardcore mode. but there's a trick you can do to save yourself from any fall. And you don't need items to do it. Quickly disconnecting from the world or server before hitting the ground and then re-logging will negate all fall damage if timed correctly due to the brief invulnerability you receive when you first log in. Lava can be one of the biggest threats, but if you find yourself trapped, although it's a late game item, eating a chorus root can teleport you to safely if done correctly. Always keep some in your hotbar for emergency escapes. Want to teleport instantly across long distances? Well, Enderpearl stasis chambers are the perfect solution. These handy contraptions let you teleport in a flash, also making them incredibly useful for bridging across the end before you have an elytra. The catch, you'll need a friend to activate it, and at just the right moment, but with good teamwork this trick can save you time and even help you avoid falling into the void. Looking for guaranteed safety? Stay in a mushroom biome. Even on hard difficulty, mushroom biomes are completely mob free. No hostile or passive mobs will spawn here other than mushrooms, making them the ultimate safe haven. This little known trick is perfect for beginners who are low on resources and need a peaceful spot to rest and regroup without worrying about surprise attacks. Tired of breaking sand and gravel one block at a time? There's a much faster way. Just break the bottom block and place a torch underneath. The falling blocks will instantly break when they hit a torch, making resource gathering quick and effortless. Just remember, if you're after flint, this trick will only give you gravel, so you may need to find another way. Don't waste your resources on crafting full sets of wooden tools. The only wooden tool you should ever make is a single wooden pickaxe. Then you can use it just long enough to mine 3 cobblestone, which is all you'd need to craft a stone pickaxe. From there you can skip the rest of the wooden tools entirely and move straight to the more durable and efficient stone ones. This simple trick saves time and resources, helping you get geared up much faster in the early game. Anvils in Minecraft have a strange way of calculating experience costs when combining tools and items. Sometimes combining 2 identical tools can result in a too expensive message. But don't give up just yet, try swapping the order of the items in the anvil. Surprisingly, this can often reduce the level cost, making the upgrade or repair possible. This trick takes advantage of how the game prioritises enchantments and prior work penalties, so always experiment with the order to save levels and get the most out of your gear. Typing Excited Z into the recipe book search bar in Minecraft triggers a fun Easter egg. Your game's language will instantly switch to pirate speak. This amusing trick seems to reference the username Excited Z, which belongs to Maria Lemon, a former Minecraft Studio staff member. And lastly, when exploring deep underwater, oxygen is always a concern. Spamming a water bucket can create temporary air pockets, keeping you safe from drowning while you explore those hidden ocean depths. And that's all. If you're looking for an affordable server hosting solution, check out shockbuy.com. And hey, YouTube thinks you might like this video, so see if they're right and give it a shot.